Morning, everybody, or afternoon, depending on the time. I'm holding my violin and I want to show you how to do pizzicato properly. If you're just beginning a string instrument like the violin or the viola, this can also be applied to the cello and the bass. The first thing that I want you to do is to hold your instrument, and what we're going to do is we're going to place our jaw, this part of our body right here, on this, which is called the chin rest, but it's not for our chin. It goes right here along the jar line. So you're holding your instrument with your left hand, and then it's going to go right underneath on the jaw. You're going to bring your shoulder. Oh, look what I did. I forgot my sponge. If you have a sponge, place it underneath the rubber band. If you need help, I'll be happy to help you. You can make an appointment if you're an at-home learner for me to help you with this. And it goes right about there, and it cushions your collarbone so that the violin doesn't hurt you. So here we go again. The jaw on the chin rest. There we go, that feels so much better. And we're going to bring our shoulder in to meet the violin, and that's how we hold the instrument up. When we're using pizzicato, we remember to use this hand position here. This is my right hand, and we call this the orchestra salute because, you know, we're big dorks, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to place our thumb on this side of the fingerboard, and we're going to reach over with our finger to pluck the strings. Go ahead and try that for a moment. Now we're back. The 4 strings on the violin, from the fattest string to the skinniest string, are G, which is the lowest, then D, which comes next, A is the next one over, and the thinnest string that you have is the E string, that one right there. Okay, so now find your G string, the thickest one, pluck, and your D string, the next one over, and then the next one over is A, and then E. The string names only apply to the violin. For violas, I will have a separate video for you. Now, looking at your book, if you have your book available, we're going to run through exercise number 2 all the way to the bottom of the page, where on the right-hand side is page 5, number 9. I would like for you to do all of those exercises, practice them once, stop the video, practice it again on your own. Then restart the video, practice it with me, and then restart and practice on your own. So you're going to be stopping and starting. Here's number 2. We're finding the D string. It says D in the name of the note here, and these are all quarter notes, 3 notes followed by a squiggly line, which is a rest or a silence in music. So number 2 sounds like this: D, 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 rest. D, 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 rest. D, 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 rest. Number 3 is very similar to number 2, only now we're on the A string. A, the third string over, A, and A, rest. And remember to do them on your own too. This is number 4, where we're going to be using the D string that we just learned and the A string together in one piece. Number 4, starting with our D string, 4 beats in a measure, the quarter note Ds. D, 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 rest. Now A, rest. D, D, A, D, 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 rest. Your turn. Number 5, at Perrault's door. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. Remember to do it on your own. Number 6, please. D, D, As you notice, I've begun saying the letter names. It's very helpful for you to say the letter names as you learn to read the notes on the music staff. And we'll go over more of that as time progresses. I just want to get you playing and enjoying your instrument. This is number 7, mix them up. And D, A, D, rest. A, D, A, rest. D, A, D, A, D, 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 rest. Number 8, I will do the repeat, and then afterwards, remember to play it for yourself and also take the repeat. This is number 8. Count carefully. D, D, rest, rest. A, rest, rest. D, rest. A, rest. D, A, D. Repeat. D, D, rest, rest. A, rest, rest. D, rest. A, rest. D, A, D. Number 9, last but not least, if you've been practicing for a while and it's only been going, our video's only been going about 6 minutes. If you feel that you need to take a break, and then do so. If you have muscles or joints that are, needing a little stretch, make sure you take time to do that. We don't want to hurt ourselves when we're playing. We need to build these muscles, especially if you haven't been playing over the summer. This is number 9, the last one for this lesson. And D, rest. A, rest. A, D, rest. A, D, rest, rest. D, A, D. Repeat. D, rest. A, rest. A, D, rest. A, D, rest, rest. D, A, D. Remember to repeat the piece on your own. Congratulations, you're at the bottom of page 5.